of Carzano. Up there are 14 people living, and in total in the village of Carzano there are 200 people living. Carzano is popular, is famous, especially for one thing, which is called the Festival di Santa Croce, it's Holy Cross Festival. It's every year, no, sorry, it's once every 5 years. 2015, it was supposed to be in 2020, but it was COVID, so they didn't do it. Next time it's going to be in 2025. The whole village is covered, is like embellished with paper flowers all over the place. Okay, is the one behind. I know they look very close. They're actually separate, but there are two different ones. Bolzano and Masse. Where this process that makes the salami di Montisola particular, the first rooms when they made it are just in the two villages that we showed you at the very top there, in Bolzano and in Basse. Okay, there were this so this island is called the Perla del Sebino, which means the pearl of the Sebino. What is the Sebino? Sebino is the real name of Iseo Lake. Do you remember what I told you in Como? It's not Lake Como, it's Lake Clario, the real original name, and then they call it Lake Como after Como, which is the most popular place. Here it's exactly the same. People call it Lake Iseo, but the original name, historical one, is Lago del Sebino. Why does it start with the S, Sebino? Because if you have a look at the shape of Lake Iseo, it has the shape of an S. I don't know if you noticed looking at the map and maybe the hotel.
Yeah.
But yeah. The name is Isola di Loreto, the island of Loreto, which is like a rock in the middle of the lake.
You'll see a tree on the right hand side. That's the maritime pond. Usually better
depth
shape
of water here
in the
is
shape
200
of an
meters. 200
umbrella.
meters is basically 600 feet. Exactly. There was a monastery here of nuns, Clarisse nuns. So they abandoned the island in the end of the 1700s. And at the beginning of the 1900s, the island was sold. So the first person was a person working in the Navy, or un ammiraglio, like a nurse. Times, let's say during the weekend, and like I remember, like when I did this tour last time, the question was, can people go there?
Yeah.
The answer is no. Once a year, usually, they let's say they organize a party.
Okay.
They organize, let's say, a concert. It's actually a concert, but it's only you can go there to this concert only if you are basically invited by the family.
Oh, okay.
Okay, or if
I think they're one of the ones that make a lot. So yeah.
Swans in the water. Beautiful.
water. It's very deep there. It's actually not deep at all here. Here it's just 30 meters deep, which is 90 feet, 95 feet.
aiutata con un città, però praticamente era ho spiegato prima il video e poi il francescano.
Guys, it's not an artificial island, it's a natural island. I mean, Va bene, so this is the island of San Paul Island, okay? So now you can only see from here, from these two blue poles, let's say, you can just see a little part of what it used to be.
Okay.
This used to be a monastery of the Franciscans. Here we are talking about male. Okay, so on the other side of Loreto Island there were nuns. Here there were Franciscans. What do you call them? Friars. There were boats that were moving from, as I told you, from Iseo to Montisola. Hai detto che i Beretta l'hanno presa quando?
Looks like they're going scuba diving.
So in 1916, so to get to more recent times, in 1916 the island became privately owned. And you know by whom? By the Beretta family. Have you ever heard about the Beretta family? The guns.
The gun?
Exactly.
Oh,
Yes.
okay, yeah.
Different types of weapons. But when they say the Beretta gun, it's the M9 by Beretta. It also became
Shotgun.
like, huh?
They also make shotguns.
Yeah, they make different ones.
Very expensive.
And it was also in the 80s the US, the American police got a massive order of Beretta guns
Oh, okay.
in 1985. Yeah, something like 40,000 units. Here, pistol.
Yeah, right.
Okay. Later, when we go to Montisola, not here, but we'll go there, I will show you some pictures of the floating pier. The floating piers were connecting Sulzano, which is the village there on land, to Peschiera Malacchio, which is the village where we're going right now, very soon.
Huh?
And then there was the third floating pier that was connected to Peschiera Malacchio.
Oh,
His idea was doing it at Lake Como. Okay, then it was a matter of permissions, you know, and then the Beretta said, but why don't you do it in our lake? Because they knew each other. With a yellow thing. Can you see the yellow thing right there? That's exactly where the floating pier started when it connected San Paolo Island to Montisola. It was from San Paolo Island, the yellow there, then it was like following the lakeside here, and then from here, right here, to Sulzano. So it was like 2 and 3. And around the island.
Veda alla mare del divino e veda come si tira. Si vede, faccio scendere perché magari io dico il meglio
So guys, and this is Peschiera Maraglio. This is the name of the village. In my opinion, definitely the most beautiful village on the Isola.
Poor church.
Very
Oh,
sweet.
Peschiera Maraglio. Peschiera comes from pescare. Pescare in Italian means to fish. Pesce is fish. Pescare means to fish. Yes. Vogliamo dire un paio di robe su Peschiera Maraglio o cosa?
Il paese più importante è il più vicino a terraferma, a 200 metri, qua c'è il